What would you do if an ordinary family suddenly found itself trapped in a deadly war against multiple ruthless gangster groups? The criminals believe they're hunting easy targets, but they have no idea that this seemingly harmless family is about to become their greatest nightmare. And behind this brutal conflict lies a mysterious secret worth over $1 billion. A secret powerful enough to spark a blood-soaked war. What is this dangerous secret, and who will survive the fight to uncover it? Stay until the end to find out. If you enjoy intense crime thrillers and mind-blowing movie recaps, don't forget to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories. The movie begins by introducing us to Rajaram, a kind-hearted man living a peaceful life with his wife Neela and their young daughter Leela. Together they share a simple but happy life, while Rajaram's younger brother Balu runs a small medical store nearby. One day, while Leela is playing with the neighborhood children, a few kids accidentally push her to the ground. Hurt and in tears, she runs back home. Watching his daughter lose confidence, Rajaram decides it's time to teach her how to defend herself. So he enrolls her in karate classes. As the years pass, Leela trains relentlessly and grows into a skilled martial artist. Eventually, she competes in her very first karate tournament. But despite all her hard work, she loses the opening match. The defeat crushes her spirit, and that night, she can't even fall asleep. Seeing how heartbroken she is, Rajaram sits beside her and tells her something she'll never forget. He says this will be the last defeat of her life, because from this moment forward, she will never lose again. Confused, Leela asks how he can be so certain. Rajaram smiles and shares his own story. He reveals that he once competed in 33 karate tournaments, and just like her, he lost his very first match. But instead of giving up, he learned from that defeat, kept training, and went on to win every tournament that followed. Inspired by her father's determination, Leela wipes away her tears and promises herself that she will come back stronger and never let one loss define her future. Inspired by her father's words, Leela throws herself into training and works even harder to become stronger. Sometime later, Rajaram takes his family out for dinner at a local restaurant, where their peaceful evening is suddenly interrupted by a group of thugs brutally beating a young man. Without thinking twice, Rajaram steps in, fights off the attackers, and rescues the stranger. On the way home, Leela asks her father if the boy was a relative or someone he knew. Rajaram quietly tells her that he had never met him before. He then reveals a painful chapter from his past. Years ago, his own sister was harassed by criminals, but no one came forward to help her. If even one person had found the courage to intervene, she might still be alive today. He explains that he named his daughter Leela in memory of his late sister and teaches her a lesson she should never forget. Whenever she sees someone innocent in danger, she must never turn away. She should always stand up for those who cannot protect themselves. Time passes, and the story jumps forward 15 years. Leela is now a confident young woman whose years of karate training have turned her into a fearless fighter. One day, she witnesses a group of criminals trying to force an elderly woman to sign fake property documents so they can steal her land. Remembering her father's words, Leela doesn't hesitate for a second. She rushes in, uses her martial arts skills to overpower every one of the thugs, and successfully rescues the helpless old woman before they can carry out their plan. When Leela's mother finds out about the fight, she scolds her for getting involved in other people's problems. She warns her that constantly stepping into dangerous situations could one day bring a disaster upon the entire family. Around the same time, Rajaram's younger brother Balu visits their home, and Leela immediately complains that her mother unfairly yelled at her. Laughing, Balu reveals a surprising family secret. He tells Leela that Rajaram once lost a karate tournament, but not to another competitor. The person who defeated him was her own mother. That's when Leela discovers that her mother is also a black belt and an exceptional martial artist. As time goes on, Leela begins working as a software engineer at a technology company. On her very first days at work, her team leader tries to intimidate and harass her, believing she won't fight back. Instead, Leela confidently stands up for herself and teaches him a lesson he won't forget. Her courage earns the respect of everyone in the office, and her coworkers begin seeing her as someone who refuses to tolerate injustice. Meanwhile, the story introduces Varun, a wealthy businessman whose fortune is built not only on legitimate companies, but also on illegal operations. Varun sets his sights on a mountainous region rich in valuable minerals. According to his calculations, mining there could earn him nearly 7,000 crore rupees in profits. The problem is that around 1,500 farming families have been living on that land for generations and have no intention of leaving. Determined to seize the property at any cost, Varun meets with a powerful MLA who offers to clear the entire area, but only if Varun pays him a massive 1,000 crore rupee bribe. The deal marks the beginning of a much darker conspiracy that will soon put countless innocent lives at risk. After thinking it over, Varun accepts the MLA's demand. Even after paying the 1,000 crore bribe, the mining project would still earn him an incredible 6,000 crore in profit, making the deal impossible to ignore. Around the same time, the story introduces Ibrahim, a notorious underworld kingpin so dangerous that the police have standing orders to shoot him on sight. Varun secretly approaches Ibrahim and gives him the responsibility of delivering the 1,000 crore payment to the MLA without leaving any evidence behind. Instead of transferring the money directly, Ibrahim comes up with a far more sophisticated plan. He sends the entire amount to a wealthy Dubai sheik and also provides him with the MLA's bank account details. The idea is to launder the money overseas before transferring it back into the MLA's account as clean, legitimate funds.
To make sure only the right person can authorize the transfer, Ibrahim gives the sheikh the serial number of a single 100 rupee note. Whoever arrives carrying that exact banknote can verify the serial number, and once it's confirmed, the sheikh will immediately release the 1,000 crore dollars into the MLA's account. With the plan in place, Ibrahim sets out to personally deliver the special banknote to Varun, but fate has other plans. On the way, a drunken young driver speeding through the streets while trying to escape from the police loses control of his vehicle and crashes head-on into Ibrahim's car. The collision is devastating. Ibrahim is critically injured and rushed to the hospital, while the crucial 100 rupee note, the only key to unlocking the billion rupee transfer, is suddenly thrown into uncertainty. Meanwhile, Varun continues using his political influence to force the 1,500 farming families off their land so he can begin the massive mining project. His plans, however, attract the attention of a fearless journalist who exposes the entire conspiracy in a newspaper article, accusing Varun of abusing his power for personal gain. Furious that his secrets are now becoming public, Varun orders the ruthless gangster Guna to make sure the journalist never writes another story. Guna passes the assignment to his brother Shekhar, who carries out the order with horrifying brutality. Along with his men, Shekhar sets the journalist's house on fire, killing the journalist and the entire family. At the same time, Varun learns that Ibrahim survived the car crash and is being treated in a hospital. Instead of feeling relieved, he panics. His biggest concern isn't Ibrahim's life, it's the special 100 rupee banknote. Without that single note, the serial number cannot be verified, and the 1,000 crore hidden in Dubai can never be transferred to the MLA's account. Determined to recover it before anyone else does, Varun orders Guna to bring Ibrahim back alive at any cost. Armed with assault weapons, Guna and his gang storm the hospital. The police immediately realize why they've come and surround the building, believing the gang intends to assassinate Ibrahim. Within moments, the hospital turns into a battlefield. Tension reaches its breaking point as an inspector points his gun directly at Ibrahim and warns the gang that if they make a single move, he will shoot their boss on the spot. With the situation spiraling out of control, the inspector fires a shot into Ibrahim's leg to force the gang to back off. Seeing their boss injured, Guna's men panic and retreat from the hospital. But the incident leaves the inspector with one important question. Why would an entire gang risk their lives just to keep Ibrahim alive? Sensing that something much bigger is happening, he orders maximum security around Ibrahim's hospital room and leaves to dig deeper into his background. A short time later, an emergency call forces him to rush back to the hospital. What he finds is beyond shocking. The corridors are covered with the bodies of 15 dead police officers, and Ibrahim has completely vanished. Only one badly injured constable is still alive. Through his final breaths, he tells the inspector that this wasn't the work of an outside gang. Ibrahim regained consciousness, realized he was surrounded by police, and escaped, all by himself. The story then flashes back to reveal what really happened. After waking up, Ibrahim notices the bullet wound in his leg and immediately understands that he has become a prisoner. Refusing to be captured, he launches a brutal attack on the officers guarding him. Despite being seriously wounded, he overpowers every policeman in his way, leaves 15 officers dead, and escapes from the hospital on his own. Soon afterward, the police finally uncover Ibrahim's true identity. The SP immediately contacts the inspector and warns him that the escaped patient is not an ordinary criminal, but one of the country's most dangerous underworld dons, a man who has just slaughtered 15 police officers before disappearing without a trace. After escaping from the hospital, Ibrahim heads straight to Guna's hideout. He tells him that by the following night, he must reach Dubai with the special 100 rupee banknote at any cost. He also warns that the police are searching for him across the city, so Guna's men will have to protect him and safely escort him to the airport. A little later, Ibrahim speaks to a doctor over the phone, who instructs him to take several injections and medicines immediately because of his injuries. Guna realizes buying those medicines won't be easy without a valid prescription. That's when a newly recruited gang member steps forward. He's an experienced pickpocket who has just been released from prison. Guna orders him to get the medicines as quickly as possible. Carrying a knife for intimidation, the man walks into a nearby medical store. But fate has another surprise waiting for him. Pharmacy belongs to Balu Rajaram's younger brother.
At that moment, Baloo has stepped out on an errand and has left Leela in charge of the shop, while Rajaram is also away from home. Seeing only a young woman behind the counter, the criminal assumes the job will be easy. He asks for the injections and medicines needed for Ibrahim's treatment. Following the rules, Leela politely asks him to show the doctor's prescription first. The gangster has no prescription to present, and in that instant, what seemed like a simple trip to buy medicine is about to turn into a dangerous confrontation that will change everything. For a brief moment, Leela remembers her mother's warning not to interfere in every situation, or one day it could bring serious trouble to the family. Deciding not to argue, she quietly hands over the medicines, even though the man has no prescription. The gangster leaves the store, but before getting far, he looks back at Leela and notices she's alone inside the pharmacy. His attention then shifts to the thick gold chain around her neck. Greed quickly takes over, and he decides to return for an easy robbery. Walking back into the store, he coldly orders Leela to remove the chain and hand it over. That single demand is enough to ignite her anger. Without wasting another second, Leela fights back with her karate skills and beats the criminal so badly that he has no chance to defend himself. The commotion draws a crowd from the neighborhood, and by the time the police arrive, they arrest not only the injured thug, but also two of his accomplices waiting nearby. Meanwhile, Ibrahim is desperately waiting for his medicines. His injuries continue to worsen, and the pain becomes almost unbearable. After waiting for far too long, he finally calls the gang member he had sent to the pharmacy. The man answers the phone from police custody and explains that he has been arrested, recounting everything that happened at Balu's medical store. The moment Ibrahim hears that a young woman fought back and the police are now involved, he realizes that a routine mission has suddenly turned into a serious problem that could put his entire operation at risk. Ibrahim's first question is whether the police have registered an FIR against the arrested gang member. The man replies that no case has been filed yet because neither the young woman from the medical store nor her father has come to the police station to file a complaint. Until that happens, the inspector has no formal case to investigate. Hearing this, Ibrahim immediately realizes how dangerous the situation could become. He rushes to Guna and warns him that the father and daughter must never be allowed to reach the police station. If they file a complaint, the investigation could expose the entire chain of events and eventually lead the police straight to Ibrahim. The gang quickly decides that the only solution is to eliminate the entire family before they get the chance. Without wasting a moment, Guna calls his brother Shekhar and orders him to kill the girl from the medical store, her father, and everyone else inside the house. Confident that the job will be easy, Shekhar laughs and says there's no need to send a large team to deal with an ordinary family. He believes 5 men are more than enough. Taking only 5 armed gangsters with him, he heads straight to Rajaram's house. But the criminals have no idea what they're walking into. Every member of Rajaram's family is highly trained in karate. The moment the gang storms inside, the family fights back with incredible skill. Within minutes, 3 of the attackers are killed during the brutal confrontation, while the remaining 2 manage to hide somewhere inside the house. Realizing that 3 dead bodies inside their home could make them look like criminals, Rajaram and his family understand that surviving the attack was only the beginning. The real nightmare is just getting started. Rajaram quickly realizes that leaving the remaining 2 gangsters alive is far too dangerous. If they escape, they will return with even more men, and the entire family will be finished. With no other choice, the family searches every corner of the house, finds the 2 surviving attackers, and kills them as well. To hide what happened, they secretly bury all 5 bodies in a pit behind their house. Meanwhile, businessman Varun calls Ibrahim with urgent news. The 1,000 crore rupees must be transferred to the MLA by the following day, or their entire mining deal will collapse. He demands that Ibrahim immediately send him the special banknote containing the serial number needed to authorize the transfer from Dubai. Ibrahim confidently reaches for his wallet, only to realize it has disappeared. Alarmed, he sends his men to search for it everywhere. After a frantic search, they finally find a brown wallet and rush back, believing the problem has been solved. But the moment Ibrahim opens it, his face changes. It isn't his wallet at all. It belongs to Shekhar. A flashback then reveals what really happened. During the confusion after the accident, Shekhar had accidentally taken Ibrahim's wallet, believing it was his own. Later, carrying that wallet with him, he led his gang to Rajaram's house to murder the family. Instead, every one of them was killed and secretly buried behind the house, meaning Ibrahim's missing wallet and the priceless banknote inside it has likely been buried with them. Panic immediately takes over. Ibrahim repeatedly tries calling Shekhar and the rest of his gang, but every phone is switched off. Realizing something has gone terribly wrong, he dispatches another team of armed men to Rajaram's house, determined to uncover what happened and recover the wallet before it's too late. On the way, Guna's men discover Shekhar's car abandoned on the roadside with a flat tire. Seeing the vehicle but not his brother, Guna assumes the police must have arrested him. To confirm his suspicion, he sends one of his men to the police station for information. At that very moment, Rajaram and Leela arrive at the station and tell the inspector that they don't want to file a complaint about the incident at the medical store. Before the conversation can continue, the inspector receives a terrifying phone call. It's Guna, who threatens that his entire family has been taken hostage. If Shekhar isn't released immediately, every one of them will be killed. The inspector is left completely confused because he never arrested Shekhar in the first place. Hearing the conversation, Rajaram and Leela immediately realize that innocent lives are now in danger.
Rajaram suddenly remembers that one of the students from his karate academy works at the police station, so he quickly leaves to seek his help. Meanwhile, Ibrahim personally arrives at Rajaram's house to uncover the truth behind Shekhar's disappearance. The moment Neela and the younger Leela see the armed men outside, they recognize them as members of the same gang that attacked their home earlier. Knowing another fight is inevitable, they turn the music up to full volume so the sounds of the battle won't alert the neighbors, then prepare to defend themselves once again. Moments later, Ibrahim walks inside and coldly tells them that he hasn't come to negotiate or threaten them. He has come to wipe out the entire family once and for all.
Ibrahim suddenly attacks Neela and Leela, overpowering them and knocking them to the ground. At the same time, one of Rajaram's neighbors notices loud music blasting from the house and calls him to ask what's going on. The moment Rajaram hears the music, he immediately realizes it's his family's secret signal that they're under attack. He rushes home without wasting a second and confronts Ibrahim in a fierce fight. But Ibrahim is no ordinary opponent. Grabbing a heavy pressure cooker from the kitchen, he smashes it into Rajaram's head, leaving him unconscious. As Ibrahim raises a massive knife to finish him off, Balu suddenly arrives. Ibrahim has no idea that Balu is also a highly trained karate fighter. A brutal hand-to-hand battle breaks out between the two. Moments later, Rajaram regains consciousness, while Neela and Leela recover as well. The entire family joins the fight, and together they overpower Ibrahim, leaving even the feared underworld Don badly beaten. During the chaos, they discover the location where the inspector's family is being held hostage.
Rajaram and Leela race there immediately and launch another intense battle against Guna and his gang. After defeating the criminals and rescuing the inspector's family, they force Guna to reveal the truth behind everything. He confesses that the mastermind behind the entire operation is businessman Varun. According to Guna, everything revolves around a single banknote carrying a unique serial number. That note is the only key capable of authorizing the transfer of 1,000 crores rupees to a corrupt MLA. In return, the MLA would use his political power to evict 1,500 innocent families from the mountains, clearing the land so Varun could begin a mining project worth thousands of crores. Suddenly, what began as an attack on one ordinary family is exposed as part of a massive conspiracy driven by greed, corruption, and billions of rupees. After hearing Guna's confession, Rajaram and Leela make sure he can never threaten anyone again. Rajaram immediately calls Balu and tells him to search Shekhar's body for the missing wallet. Once the special banknote is recovered, Rajaram realizes that it must never fall into Varun's hands. If the serial number note reaches him, the 1,000 crore transfer will go through, and 1,500 innocent families will lose their homes forever. Determined to stop the conspiracy at its source, the family returns to Ibrahim. After a brutal confrontation, they kill the notorious underworld Don and secretly bury his body behind their house, ensuring that the dangerous secret dies with him. But Rajaram knows the real mastermind is still alive. As long as Varun survives, the entire plan could begin again. So Rajaram and Leela track him down and confront him in one final showdown. After an intense fight, they finally defeat Varun and bring his reign of corruption to an end. Before leaving, they carefully erase every trace of their involvement, making sure no evidence is left behind. The story then jumps 3 months later. Despite investigating for weeks, the police still have no idea who killed Varun, Ibrahim, Guna, and the rest of the gang. With every major criminal connected to the conspiracy gone, the case becomes an unsolved mystery. Meanwhile, the 1,500 families living near the mountains continue their lives in peace, completely unaware that they were only moments away from losing everything. They never discovered that an ordinary family quietly risked their own lives to protect them from a 1 billion rupee conspiracy. And with that powerful revelation, the movie comes to an end. And that's the complete story of this action-packed thriller, a movie filled with intense fights, shocking twists, and a conspiracy that kept getting bigger with every reveal. If you enjoyed this recap, make sure to leave a like, let me know your favorite scene in the comments, and subscribe to the channel for more exciting Indian movie recaps and mind-blowing action thrillers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.